Okay. Good morning. It is week number 5. Last week you were to post 2 responses to the Flipgrid of your classmates. We're not having a really good participation in the Flipgrid. If there's an issue, which there were some issues this week, I'll be honest. Several people reached out to me. I tried to fix that. I think there were just some kinks with Flipgrid itself, but I think I got those fixed. But some people haven't posted anything on Flipgrid. It's pretty simple. You can use your Microsoft account to log into it. Discussion boards are not going to make or break you in this class. It's only 5% of your grade, but it should be 100. It should be 5% of your grade. That is an easy 100. It requires no math. It requires no tutor. All you have to do is look into a camera and talk, which is what I'm doing right now. So yes, it's not going to make or break you, but 5% of your grade, if you get a 0 for it, it's going to really hurt. So please, 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 if you have not, jump on with us to the Flipgrid post and responses. In addition, you were to submit your chemistry lab. We have had 1 lab thus far. Somebody asked about how many labs we were going to have in the semester. You should be able to see that on Moodle. If you look in the grade book, you can see the labs that we're going to do. But we'll have about 5 or 6 labs, so we're 2 down. We've got 3, 4 more. You also were to notify me of your proctoring plan. So let me just refresh your memory if you have not done so already. The next quiz is proctored. It's open this week, and you have to either take it with ProctorU, which is an online proctoring service. You have to take it at the Academic Success Center, either Laurinburg or Hamlet, or you can take it with me in my office if your times and my times align. You have to have a handheld calculator. You cannot use a cell phone. You also cannot use a calculator on the internet except for the calculator that comes with Hawks Learning. If you did not set up your proctor appointment last week, which you were supposed to have done, but if you did not, you need to set up that appointment. If you do not set it up within 72 hours for ProctorU, you will be charged. Now, as long as you're within 70 or prior to 72 hours, Richmond Community College pays for it, but it has to be proctored. So it's password protected. You're not going to be able to take it without a proctor. Don't waste your time. And then the last thing was the Chapter 4 review on Hawks. Just a note, I was kind of reminding myself, I went back to our ICR, our course instructor's course requirements. Proctored quizzes, which is what we're having this week, count 30% of your grade. Discussion boards, which is the Flipgrid, that counts 5%. And then all of your Hawks homework assignments, that would be something that you were to certify. Anything certification level is considered homework. That's 15% of your grade. Labs are also 15% of your grade. So you're hitting a lot of those categories. We've covered everything except for an unproctored quiz, and we'll have one of those, should be next week. This week, which is week number 5, you're going to take that quiz. I mentioned that several times. I don't know what else to say about it. Somebody asked me if it was multiple choice. It's not. It's just like the Hawks. It's very, 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 very closely aligned to the Chapter 4 review guide that was on Hawks. And then you also have 1 section in Hawks to complete. So you're finishing Chapter 4 this week, but we're also starting Chapter 7. We only do 1 section in Chapter 7. It's 7.1. It's an introduction of probability. And so it's a pretty simple section. You'll have an unproctored quiz on that. It's not something that people struggle with. So it's a good thing to pair with the quiz this week because you have something that's somewhat stressful and very important. And then 7.1 on Hawks is not going to be stressful. So I like to pair those together. If you have any questions, I've made a lot of notes. I've contacted a lot of you individually. I've had a really good response, so I appreciate that. But if you need anything, please reach out to me. Again, Remind is my favorite way to communicate, but I try to respond to email and Moodle messages as soon as possible. You can also try to call me. So have a good week, and let me know if you have any issues.